everyone. First of all, I'm sorry if I look a little bit windswept. I've just been out for a walk with the dog and the UK has been having some stormy weather recently, so I've been blown around just a smidge. I'm also sorry that I haven't got the camera and lights set up again. You know how I mentioned in last week's video that there was a lot going on and I was not in my normal routine? Well, that's still the case. So today I had the idea of going back and looking at an old video because a few years ago, Lesley and I made a 40 before 40 list, and it was 40 things we wanted to achieve before we both turned 40. Now we only did it maybe a year, if that, before I turned 40. So we were going to sort of give ourselves a little bit of extra time by saying it was by the time Lesley was 40 as well. Now, Lesley turns 40 in January. So we're running out of time to do any of the things on the list. So I thought I'd go through it and see what we've actually achieved. So the list has got 15 things, if I remember correctly, that are just Lesley's.
Yeah.
15 things that are mine, and 10 things that are mutual.
That adds up to 40.
That adds up to 40. And we need to achieve those things before Lesley turns 40, because it's too much to do in a year. Okay, so 15 things each. I filmed this a year before my 40th birthday. I feel like that should have been doable, but I'm almost going to guarantee I won't have done most of these things. I should point out we have left some gaps, and that's because we couldn't think of 40 things. Okay, so there's going to be a shorter list, and we probably still won't have ticked everything off. Great! This is one of mine, which is pay off my car or own a car outright. No! I have a car that is due to be paid off in full next November. I think I'm going to have to pay something like 6 or 7 grand to do it, and that's not going to happen. So, you know, unless I win the lottery. So keep those fingers crossed for a lottery win, guys. This is a bad start. This is a mutual one.
Yeah.
Because yellow is mutual, purple is me, and green is Lesley. I love that we have a colour-coded list. And this says, Bristol trip! Would you like to explain the Bristol trip?
We'd like to go to Bristol.
I should point out that we have been to Bristol together. In the video, we talk about wanting to do escape rooms and indoor crazy golf. Now, we've done many escape rooms together, and we've done indoor crazy golf together, just not in Bristol. But, you know, we can rectify that. We have another mutual one here, which is write and illustrate a book. Okay, so this is in progress. I have a story that I wrote many years ago, and we were talking about it a few months back, and I was like, I really want to publish this story and have it printed and available to people. And I gave it to Lesley, and Lesley has begun working on illustrations. I don't know how long it will be before that book is out, but at least we've started something on the list. Finish DCP, which is the qualification I started much too long ago to still be doing it. Okay, so in my defense, oh my god, like seriously, it's been 3 years and I still haven't finished my DCP. If you're wondering what a DCP is, it is a director certification program. So you can stand in front of a chorus or choir and do this, and they're supposed to know exactly what you mean. And I started the qualification, and then lockdown happened, so I couldn't do any of my exams because I had to go to Lesley's house to do my exams. And then I just fell very much out of the habit, therefore, of studying. So once lockdown was over and I was back in a routine, Lesley and I by that point had started a business together, and I felt bad if I was giving up a day a week when I should be working to instead be doing studying. And then they changed how everything works. So now you have to study all your modules online, whereas previously you had paper modules and I used to write notes in a folder. So listen, it's my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna finish it. I just haven't yet. A mutual one is next. Big Potter's Wheel. Now, okay, mutually no, but I did, and I made a video about it. So yes, I know it's a mutual thing, but I have had to go on a big potter's wheel and it was a lot of fun.
I'm loving the fact that these are just really short descriptions because the next one just says cabin in the woods.
We didn't stay in a cabin in the woods, but we did stay in a cabin in East Sussex, and it was very nice, apart from there are quite a few spiders in my room. I don't know why specifically in my room, whether I just attract arachnids. I hope not, because I'm scared of them. But yes, we have stayed in a cabin. Maybe we should go to one in a more wooded area next time, but I'm going to say that's a tip.
Lesley would like to finish her ACP.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel so bad because Lesley hasn't finished her ACP either. I'm not throwing shade at her, but you know, it's nice to know it's not just me.
Lesley would also like to illustrate some tarot cards.
Just think they're cool.
Lesley has, to the best of my knowledge, not illustrated some tarot cards. This is going to be such a depressing video. Look at all the things we've not done.
We want to go to Alton Towers
I thought
together.
that's an Acton Towers.
Well, I thought it said Acton Towers, and I was like, why are we going to London to Acton to look at some towers? That's dull.
We did go to Alton Towers together. We went earlier this year and it was a lot of fun, although I'm slightly sad by the fact that I illustrated this one with a picture of Oblivion, which was closed all day when we went, so I didn't get to go on it again. But we have been to Alton Towers together, and we're talking about going back to Alton Towers again next year.
I have got make a music video for Lesley. One day,
Thanks, one day.
I will make you a music video.
Technically, if you count chorus, I have done that. I have made several music videos, but I know that what we meant was a music video for a song that Lesley had written and recorded herself, and we haven't gotten around to that one yet.
Because Lesley's next one is
Write an album. I think that
Write
might
an
be a bit
album.
Oh.
ambitious.
Guess what the answer to that one is? Look, life is very busy.
The next one is a mutual one. We'd like to go up in a hot air balloon.
I still really want to do that, and we haven't.
And now this is a big one, the biggest one on the list. House of Nugs. We would like to buy a house together and name it the House of Nugs because we're strange people.
Yeah, we don't own a house together or even rent a house together. We still live in very separate places, 20 minutes apart, and I'm feeling that 20 minutes lately because I've been doing that drive a lot. And I'm like, oh, I'd settle for just you living in the same town.
I would like to jump out an aeroplane, ideally with a parachute attached, because otherwise that sounds deathy.
Nope, not done that one. I do have a friend who was supposed to do a parachute jump last year and it got cancelled because of really bad weather. So I am still thinking, because supposedly the organisation she was going to do her parachute jump through, and it's connected to her work, they apparently do them every year. So I am thinking, she's 40 next year, this friend of mine. Hi Tracy, if you're watching. And I'm thinking if she does sign up to do it again and it hopefully doesn't get cancelled, I might ask if I can also do it. I still would like to jump out of an aeroplane.
I want to get a crazy ex-girlfriend tattoo.
I think I still want a crazy ex-girlfriend tattoo. The thing with tattoos is they're very permanent, and I never quite settled on A, design, and B, where exactly I wanted it. I think I want a pretzel on my wrist. And when I carry on watching this video, maybe that's what I wanted 3 years ago. And if it is, then maybe I should just get on that and have it tattooed, because I think I wanted a pretzel with Face Your Fears.
I have sort of got it in my head. I want a pretzel with the words, that's my drawing.
That's the pretzel.
with the words Face Your Fears.
I should get that done. Clearly, I haven't changed my mind.
Lesley, ear piercing.
Lesley has not got more piercings in her ears, but I think they'd suit her. So, you know, if you're watching this, Lesley, and you'd like me to drive you somewhere where they do piercings, say the word.
Another mutual one is panto. We would like to write one.
Now, for the last couple of years, we have planned to do this for my YouTube channel. We were like, I know, what a great idea. We will write a panto and we'll film it, like just a 2-person pantomime. It would be brilliant. Now, last year we were too busy with chorus. This year we're too busy with chorus and a whole lot of other stuff going on. So it's gonna have to wait, but it's definitely something I think we both still want to do.
Canal boat. We'd like to stay on a canal boat.
We have not stayed on a canal boat. I feel like most of this is just no, 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 no.
We'd like to go on a Butlins weekend because Lesley hasn't been to Butlins since she was a child.
And got food poisoning.
She has bad memories.
Nope.
Design a colouring book.
Oh, that's one of Lesley's.
I don't think Lesley has designed a colouring book yet. However, this is another one of those things that is technically a work in progress. So I'm not going to give myself a big cross for this one, because only the other day we were talking about how if we get this book finished, the one that I've written and she's going to illustrate, we could have some colouring pages at the back. So I think that fits that one. But I can see a lot of this being added to like a 50 by 50 list, which is very depressing.
Visit York.
I don't think we've been to York. I'm genuinely having to think about it. We've been lots of places, but I don't think York's one of them.
Lesley would like to get an MA in illustration.
I mean, let's just say, if I haven't finished my DCP and Lesley hasn't finished her ACP, I think getting an MA in that time was a reach. I'm sorry, I love you, but maybe it was a reach.
We want to go to Ilfracombe. A lot of ours are places.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think we might have been to Ilfracombe. Oh my God, Leslie's gonna have to like watch this back. I'm gonna message her right now. This is live. She is not yet typing, but she has seen my message. Come on, Mel. She's typing. She stopped typing. Whether that is like, you know we haven't been to Ilfracombe, or you know we have, I don't know. She keeps starting and stopping, and I don't know whether that means she's having a breakdown and I've caused it. We have not been to Ilfracombe.
I would like to develop my photography skills.
Good pun.
I think that's happened. I think I'm better, watching this back, I think I'm better at filming now than I was, even when I'm only filming on a phone. And I do think my photography skills are better. Having said that, I'm gonna say it's mostly down to having a better phone now and a slightly better camera than I had then. But you know, I will take it.
That is something that we are hopefully going to be working on very soon.
Aww. When I talk about working on it very soon, it's because we went on a photography trip down the Camel Trail with my friend Di and her husband Scott. And it was a lot of fun. My friend Di sadly passed away last year. So yeah, that's a bittersweet memory. She was lovely.
The Copic suitcase.
That's something Lesley would like to own.
Yeah.
I keep seeing knockoff versions of that and almost buying it for Lesley and then thinking, no, she wants the proper one. So yeah, we're saving up for that.
Another mutual one, host a quiz night.
We've done that! Yes, we wrote all of the questions and we hosted the quiz night. It was a great success and raised a lot of money for charity, and I discovered I don't like doing it. That's not true. I did enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy some of the people who attended the quiz because nothing I did was right. I spent most of the evening like, okay, question 3, and you know, asking these questions and trying to be jolly as a host. And there was one table and it was constantly like, you don't have to pause for so long, you can just carry on. And then when I didn't pause between the questions, will you please pause? We have not finished catching up and writing our answers down. And then it was, you're talking too quietly. And so then I would talk more into the microphone, and then it was, you're too loud. And I wanted to
kill them all.
So yeah, I would do another quiz night, just, you know, ban those people.
I'd like to lose 10 pounds, and I don't mean monetary.
I don't know how much I weighed in 2021, so whether I've achieved that or not, I'm not sure. I probably haven't, because I know what my goal weight was and I'm not there, but I'm closer to it.
I have to lose a lot more than that.
I'm not going to be personal. I don't know what Leslie's goal weight is and whether or not she's achieved it.
I would like to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, you know, this is the area where you can help. Share this video, tell your friends to subscribe.
I don't know how many subscribers I had then. I'm certainly not at 1,000. I'm at currently 584.
We'd like to visit Bournemouth together.
I'm not sure we've done that either.
Lesley would also like a music degree.
I'm just so greedy about education. I want all of it.
She just wants all the education. I'd like to finish my nephew's crochet toys, which I have not yet begun because I can only crochet in a straight line.
I think I didn't finish that. I think Lesley finished it. I think I was going to do it and then Lesley completed it. So I don't know that I actually finished that because I, in the intervening years, have forgotten how to crochet.
We would like to go out for Michelin-starred food.
I'd still love to take Lesley out for a Michelin-starred meal. It hasn't happened because, you know, 6 months after this video, lockdown happened and we didn't really go anywhere for probably 2 years. And then when we did start going back to restaurants and things, we purposefully picked places that weren't very busy or that had some outside seating. And also in that whole period, we started a business together and became very, very poor because when you are self-employed and trying to get customers through your doors, or rather your virtual doors, it's hard to get things off the ground, so we cannot afford Michelin-starred restaurants. If you are watching and you run one and you'd like us to come and make a review video, please, 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 please let me know.
I think
That's it.
that's everything. It won't go up to 40 because we've got some spaces, as I said.
Yeah, I don't think we ever filled in those spaces, but I'm trying to think of things that we have achieved in this intervening period that I can sort of go, yes, that's something we definitely wanted to do and have done. I would say that I definitely wanted to go abroad again. I went abroad last month at the time of filming, so I've ticked that one off. But yeah, no, that is a lesson in keeping an eye on what your lists are and your goals are and moving towards them, because I think we put that book on Lesley's desk and then put other stuff on top of it and other stuff on top of that, and we probably haven't looked at that list almost since we filmed that video, so no wonder we've not achieved a lot of the stuff on it. But I tell you what we have done by the time I was 40, and certainly coming up for the time Lesley is 40, is we have grown as people. We've definitely got closer. I mean, we were pretty darn close back in 2021, but I would say we're even closer now. And we've been through a lot together and come through it more tightly knit than before, which is lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna not think about this because I will just think how time is slowly passing me by and I am failing to achieve anything with my existence. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can click on my floaty head up there if you'd like to subscribe. Last week's video is over there. And if you want to make me feel better by telling me all the things you haven't achieved, please leave a comment. I'm going to go and cry. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.